Yes, Imperial Radio, we're back. 2Gs in a pod. Apologies for the technical difficulties experienced at the start of the show. We're still getting used to this, it's still new for us. And yeah, we had a few problems, but we're here now. We're in the building. That was Best One, Anderson .Paak.
So that was the Best One remix. Basically, as I said, everybody needs some Anderson .Paak in their life, and he and Knowledge, who they have a collab together called the collab album's called Yes Lord, and their group together, they call themselves No Worries. They're dropping a remix of Yes Lord, so a remix album, so an album full of remixes of the songs, and this was the first single they dropped, which is a remix of Best One. But yeah, so this show, we're going to be talking about what we've been listening to this month. A lot of good music has dropped in October, and we're really just going to be going through what's on our playlist now.
Yeah, we got to keep you guys up to date.
So yeah, we're going to start it off in the UK with AJ Tracey, Quarterback.
Alright, yeah, that's AJ Tracey. He released the album this month, Secure the Bag. What do you think of the AJ album?
It was cool, but I don't know, I got a bit bored halfway through. The songs, it was sounding like I've heard it before. I heard it on his last mixtape or EP or whatever you want to call it. And the production was cool though. The production was definitely cool.
Yeah, I liked it, but I feel like I need to see a bit more progression.
That's what I'm saying.
Going forward. I
need a bit more from him,
But it's good. He's growing, man. He's growing. He's doing his thing.
Shout out Ladbroke Grove. I lived there last year. It was great, man. Ladbroke Grove is where I rehu.
Yeah, I did not live there. But anyway, so another album that dropped this month was Gigs, or technically a mixtape, but it's hard to tell the difference these days.
It's all the same now.
Yeah. So the album that he dropped was Wamp to Them. Yeah. And this song is Lingo, which is my favorite track of the album. I think this one is a banger.
You think this is the best one?
I don't think it's the best one, but this one is my favorite one.
Yeah. Nah, this is a tune. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Lingo.
It does sound a lot like Lockdo. It's like Lockdo Part 2.
I can't lie, Gigs is a very good artist, but he's probably the least versatile artist I know.
Yeah.
He's been dropping the same song for
it's all a similar song. But it works well for him. So
it bangs. It really
works
does.
well for him.
But you know what, because Americans didn't get it when he was on Drake's thing.
I know. But I feel like, it's a specific style of rap that they don't have in America.
Yeah.
So I understand why they didn't get it. I feel like if they were to come here and listen to, because that's Gigs started it, but a whole genre of rap kind of came out of the way Gigs raps.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of the artists these days take some of their inspiration from Gigs.
I would agree, especially the UK. Definitely the UK guys. I would say as well, because if you look at his verse on KMT, lyrically, it's not very good, is it? But it's just a gas verse.
It's a gas
verse, and Americans
man.
Just don't get it. They don't get why we get gas when he says Batman. To be honest, I don't even know why I get gas when he says it, but it's mad. It just is.
Batman, isn't it?
Batman. But yeah, so they just don't get it. But he's been dropping the same tune for a decade and it still bangs.
Yeah.
Long may it continue. But yeah,
Shout
so here's Peligro with Gigs and Dave.
Alright, and Dave's verse on this year is mad. I think
Dave's verse is crazy.
This is one of the best verses I've heard this year. This Dave verse. UK.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm trying to think what other verses I've heard that have been mad like that. I'm trying to think. Nah. You might be right, man. Dave's verse on this, because he really does go in on this.
Yeah, listen to this verse, guys.
To be honest, he goes in so hard. It's you don't even really have to listen to Giggs' bit.
Yeah,
but we don't know how to skip it yet. We're still learning, so
it would be a bit choppy if we tried to skip it. Yeah, so we're just gonna go through the whole song. Dave's verse. But yeah, once it gets to Dave's bit,
then we'll stop talking.
Listen up. Listen up.
So yeah, that verse was mad. Isaac is pretending that he hasn't been beefing Dave for the last week or so. Do you want to explain? I feel like you should explain what you were saying, bro. He's coming with a lot of energy, and he's not coming with the same energy right now.
Listen, I love Dave, man. Dave's verse, on this has changed my opinion of him.
He's coming,
and I also really like Question Time.
Fam,
He was
coming in and saying, "Oh, Dave's voice is whiny. It's high." He said,
"No, not
Lion King,
not high,
whatever it is that he says."
But slightly whiny at times.
Slightly whiny
and
at times. I was like, bro, that's just his voice. It's not like a high voice, anything like that. It's just a normal voice. That's just a part of his flow. It's his delivery.
Is what, like, remember what you're saying about Kendrick from time ago, that you never used to like his voice, and then it took you time to get into his music?
I find no. I never said that. Chill.
Did you not say that?
Nah.
You did say that.
I said I didn't like his voice. So some of the songs, it took me a while to get into the songs, but I never said I didn't like his music.
That's exactly what I just said.
It's not.
That's exactly what I just said.
Because the first time I heard, like, the first few Kendrick songs I heard, I loved them instantly. But then when I listened to Good Kid, Mad City, I'm saying a few of the songs, it took me a couple listens to get into them. But don't bring. Listen, I'm a Kendrick stan. Yeah, Kendrick's my favorite artist by a mile. He's shitting on all these niggas. That's all I'm saying.
So guys, next song, skillfully avoided the topic. Next song,
skillfully avoided. Nice
next
segue,
song,
nice segue.
Wretch 3 dropped an album this month. FR32.
FR32. We're like three.
Is it free?
I don't even know.
I don't really know, to be honest.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's FR32. And this was this single was actually dropped earlier, but it's a banger. So it's probably the best song on the album.
Yeah, I would agree.
So yeah, it's Tell Me, Wretch, Kojo Funds, and who's the girl?
Jelani. I don't know where she appears in. No, that's a guy.
That's a guy.
That's a guy.
Down.
That's a guy.
Mad. You learn something new every day.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We've
heard the song before, you know.
I feel like Jelani is singing at some point in the song.
Okay, fair.
But let's see.
Let's see.
All right.
Here's Tell Me. So yeah, that was Tell Me. That's a banger off Wretch's album. Probably the best song on the album, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But yeah, so we've been in the UK for a while. We're gonna have to take it back to the US. Like, they really held it down, as per. So Gucci Mane dropped his album, which was Mr. Davis, and this is one of the standout tracks on it. Stuntin' Ain't Nothing, featuring Slim Jimmy and Young Dolph.
It really isn't.
If you ask me, Slim Jimmy was rapping for a very long time.
Yeah, like, I haven't heard this song before because I didn't listen to the Gucci Mane album. And like, me and Andy were talking in the background. Yeah, we weren't actually listening to the song, and I realized that Slim Jimmy is still rapping.
Like, to be honest, he surprised me because, like, obviously everybody knows Sway Lee's the star out of Ray Shremmerd, but so I was just like, all right, Slim Jimmy's gonna be on this album. It's probably not going to be that good, his verse or whatever. And his verse is decent. He's rapping for like 10 minutes, like, bro.
Yeah, he raps for a while. He can rap.
Share the mic, man. It's not even your album. Come on,
it's true.
Gucci's trying to get a word in edgeways.
We introduced like, Gucci has dropped a new album, and we just played the Slim Jimmy verse.
We haven't listened to any Gucci, but guys, listen. The album is decent. It's pretty good. Gucci's a changed man since he came out of prison. You know, lost a lot of weight. He's actually just got married recently, so congrats to Gucci. If he's listening, you never know. He might hear this.
Congrats to Mr. Mane.
Yeah, congrats, Mr. Mane and Mrs. Mane.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Mane.
Anyway, so we're gonna keep it moving with Super Slimy. So Future and Young Thug, who they've been teasing the project for a long time. They were beefing for a while, then they like squashed their beef and were like, "Yo, let's make a project."
And it's been an up and down relationship for them.
Yeah, and people have been waiting for this project just because, you know, Future and Young Thug, they see they're in like a similar lane, but they do it in a different way, and they're both sick. But I can't lie, I was a bit disappointed by this collab. But you know, we'll get into it. You guys listen to it and then, you know, think about it. Think about it. Personally, I was disappointed. But anyway, this is Feed Me Dope.
Feed Me Dope. This, in my opinion, Future he's in his bag on this song. I really like this track.
Yeah, I can't lie. Future goes in on this.
I really like this track.
All right, Feed Me Dope. So yeah, that was Feed Me Dope, and that's Isaac's favorite off of Super Slimy.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's like the hardest Skip to My Lou reference I've heard on a track, and it's the most basic as well. Like, he literally just said "Skip to My Lou," but he just said it with such passion, such verve.
I don't know. bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I feel like I've heard that song before. To me, it sounds like Good Dope of Future's album that he dropped in February, and it just sounds like it's Future just doing what Future does, which I like. I mean, I just went and saw Future on Monday, so like obviously I'm a Future fan, but sometimes you want something different. You don't want the same thing. He's done it on what 17 tracks on Future. Come to do it on like 13 more on.
But Future has always been like that. Like
that's true, but
it's not like Future makes.
It's true.
A varied.
But having said that,
varied output of music.
This is alright. You know, this might be controversial, but what we're like. Five years into Future's run. 5 years now. He's been dropping features and songs like bangers. Yeah. Can't like they're bangers for the last 5 years. How many more years can he do it where he's doing the same thing? He's not like Gigs where he can drop it for a decade. We'll see. Because his album did go number 1 when he dropped it anyway. So
I think he's kind of at his peak now.
Yeah, that's
like he's reached the peak.
Yeah, I would agree.
In terms of mainstream, I would agree. In terms of music quality, yeah, probably like that happened a while back.
He might have did.
But like in terms of,
I would say his best project is either Beast Mode or DS2. My opinion.
I like DS2.
DS2. Anyway, so we're gonna move to Protect Water, which is off the same album. It's got Future, Young Thug, and Offset, and I think Offset's verse is the best verse on the whole album. Offset's been killing 2017. He's going on a similar run to what Quavo did last year, 2016, where he was the king of the features. Offset's been running features, but yeah, so here's Protect Water, my favourite track of Super Slimy. So yeah, that was Protect Water off of Super Slimy. But we have to bring some vibes. You know we have to always bring some vibes. So we're going to come in with some Lotto Boys. And they dropped an EP called Afrobean, the genre definition. And I can't lie, there's been this like wave in the last year or so, maybe a bit longer, where you're hearing like people like Kojo Funds coming out with, they're just all coming with this cool, like, it's the UK artists coming with like an Afro-Caribbean influence wave. And Lotto Boys they've been leading that, I can't lie.
I like their song. I like their bait song.
Which one? No Don.
Yeah.
You ain't getting money like me. No Don.
I thought that was done no for so long. It took me so long to realize that was no Don.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I don't listen to them much other than that.
Alright, so here is FaceTime Me by Lotto Boys. My GJ So yeah, that was Lotto Boys, and if you ask me, I've never heard a bad song from them. Having said that, they haven't, well, to my knowledge, they don't have that many songs, but I've never heard a bad song from them. I like every track that they drop.
I like the one track I've heard.
The one track. You haven't heard Bad Girl?
No.
Bro, alright, I'll play it later.
No. Well, I've heard FaceTime Me now.
Oh, and now he's a FaceTime Me. But
I like this track.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this track.
Exactly. So what are we doing? So an artist that I was introduced to this month, his name's Brent Faiyaz. I listened to his album the other day, and yeah, it's good. It's called Sonder Sun, or like Sunder Sun, something like that. And I'm getting like, if you listen to the song we're about to play, it's called First World Problems / Nobody Cares, and yeah, I get like 90s R&B vibes from him. When you hear it, you know you'll hear. But here's First World Problems by Brent Faiyaz.
Alright, that was Brent Faiyaz, you say?
Faiyaz, something like that.
Anyway, man, he's good.
You know what I'm saying about the 90s R&B kind of thing?
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Project,
I get that vibe. Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna listen to him because he's actually sounding live.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a project that I was very happy to see drop. Yeah. Basically, Wu-Tang Clan dropped a new album. The Saga Continues, and yeah, I feel like I kind of missed the Wu-Tang wave because obviously they came out 90s.
Yeah, we were young.
We were a bit
babies,
too young.
We were babies when they came.
So it was nice to like.
Born? What year was it when they?
96. I think I was alive.
I don't think I should be revealed by age.
I was alive. Let me just say that. I'm not that young.
I might have been alive. We'll see.
But yeah, it was just I was happy for them to like release an album at a time where I could appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't like. And also,
it's like it's a legendary group.
Yeah,
it's just,
I mean they've influenced a lot, and you can see from the name, The Saga Continues. Like for me, if it was gonna be their last album, they would have said the saga's over. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, or maybe like it's making me think, oh, you know what, Wu-Tang back.
There might be some more.
There might be some more.
But anyway, yeah, this is like, I've listened to the album like once or twice. This is my favorite track so far. I'll update you if that changes. but this is Frozen.
So yeah, that was a bit of Wu-Tang.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry, you say?
No, what I was gonna say is like, it's a good like late night album. Like just before bed, like if you're just chilling.
Yeah, as in like we were listening yesterday at the house, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a cool vibe. It was just it's relaxing music.
You can put it on in the background.
Exactly, and
it's background music, but they're also really spitting. But
yeah. But I mean,
if you don't want to listen, you don't have to.
Yeah, it's Wu-Tang.
So
you're bound to be spitting. But anyway, so I recently saw J. Cole at the O2, and he brought out all his Dreamville signees, or most of them, to come and support him. And there was a group that he signed recently called Earth Gang, and they are very hard. In my opinion, they're like some of the most underrated lyricists out right now, them and JID. So Earth Gang dropped 2 EPs this month. The first one was called Rags, and off of Rags, this is Meditate featuring JID. So that's Meditate featuring JID. Again, as I'll reiterate, like they are very hard. JID dropped an album in March, I think, called The Never Story, and when I tell you that album is hard as well. Anyway, so their second EP, Earth Gang's second EP, was called Robots, which I think wasn't as good as Rags, but it was still very good, like a good effort. And I think this is the last track of the album. It's called Flicted. So yeah, that was Flicted. The more eagle-eyed, would you say eagle-eyed listeners? Is that a thing? Well, anyway, the more keen listeners amongst you would have noticed that they sort of, if you've heard Kanye West's Addiction from Late Registration, which in my opinion is probably Kanye's best album, debatable. We'll get to this though.
I'm not even going to talk right
now. Future episodes we'll get to this because Isaac and I disagree on this. But anyway, they like flipped the chorus of Addiction to make the chorus of this song. But yeah, so another group that dropped, it's another duo. We're going back to the UK, Krept and Konan. They dropped 2 EPs as well, 2 mixtapes, 7 Days and 7 Nights. So 7 Days was more like rap. It's basically a rap album, rap mixtape, like hard beats and stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas 7 Nights was smooth stuff, you know.
It's a nighttime album.
Nighttime album. Surprising from them, but you know they're trying to cater to the girls now. But yeah, so here's Same Shit from that album, from that mixtape featuring Tory Lanez. My GJ
All right, that was Krept and Konan, Tory Lanez. I prefer the 7 Nights, I have to say, to 7 Days.
Same.
I'm liking the vibe on that one.
7 Days, I can't lie, we'd heard a lot of the songs before because they dropped their
true.
They're 2 late night freestyles.
Yeah.
They dropped earlier, the Stormzy tune, and then also Robbery Remix was on it as well.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We've heard like a good chunk of the songs already.
Yeah, that's true.
But 7 Days is still good.
It's good. I just prefer 7 Nights. That's all. But yeah, anyway, getting to my album. This is my album of the month. I don't know.
I might agree with you.
I've been in a mellow vibe this month. I feel like it's because autumn has just rolled in. Like,
think so?
Yeah, and
he's lying. He's trying to be a sweet boy. And all right,
listen, actually, there's one thing I did want to say about this album. Yeah, basically, this is the Division album. All I'm saying, guys, if there's a girl you're feeling right now,
that special lady in your life,
listen, invite her over to yours for a home cooked meal.
Yo, wait, hold on. Listen, this is an exclusive. Isaac is dropping game. No, he's light skin out here looking like Drake. So go on, take it away.
Invite her over to yours for a home cooked meal, and whilst you're cooking, and when you serve, when you eat, put the Division on and take things to the next level. That's all I'm saying. This is the album to do that for you guys. This is the album. So I'm gonna start off with Can't Wait. We'll play 2 songs of this one. I'm gonna start off with Can't Wait.
So yeah, that was Can't Wait off of Division's album Morning After. And we're about to get into our final track of the episode. So First, I want to thank you guys for joining us. We're moving, we're learning, you know, the technical difficulties, they're going to get few and far between. Soon we're just going to be smooth at this.
Keep tuning in, guys.
And we've got big episodes coming up.
Come see the
we wanted
progression.
a nice calm intro, but we've got some big heated debates coming up, definitely.
Yeah, we do.
So here's my favorite track off the Division album. It's Mood, and it's perfect for, as we were saying, setting the mood with your special lady. If you want to cook her, neither of us know how to cook, but you know, once we learn, because I'm going to learn eventually, once we learn how to cook, it's a wrap.
Alright. And if you've seen the video for this, you know what I'm saying.
So now there's a video.
There's a video, bro. There's a video.
I need to get onto that.
my GG,